If you are looking for military-themed movies, this video is for you. In this video, I have listed the top 5 soldier-themed movies I have seen, and I hope you like them. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. Saving Private Ryan, an unforgettable epic of cinema. Directed by Steven Spielberg and released in 1998, Saving Private Ryan presents the brutal realities of war from a heartbreaking perspective. A dramatic recreation of the Normandy landings of World War II, the film explores the conflicts of war and the heroism deep within human nature. The film depicts the hardships and horrors of war as an American military unit, led by Captain Miller, played by Tom Hanks, land on the beaches of Normandy. But the real story centers on the tragedy of a mother who loses 4 of her 5 sons. Following a special operation commissioned by the military to rescue her last son, James Ryan, Captain Miller and his team embark on a dangerous mission to find Ryan and bring him back safely. Saving Private Ryan dramatically shows the destructiveness of war and human resilience, while emphasizing the strength of human bonds and the importance of sacrifice. Spielberg's masterful direction and the impressive cinematography of the film draws the audience directly into the war, while the depth and emotional richness of the characters also manage to impress the audience. Saving Private Ryan has cemented its place in cinematic history as a masterpiece that dares to explore not only the conflict and strategy of war films, but also the most fundamental qualities and values of humanity. Platoon, the struggle for humanity in war. 1986's Platoon is an unforgettable masterpiece by director Oliver Stone that presents a realistic and striking portrait of the Vietnam War. The film tells the story of a young American soldier confronting the horrors of war and exploring his inner conflicts, while deeply examining the effects of war on human beings. Chris Taylor, Charlie Sheen, is a young soldier who volunteers for Vietnam. At the beginning of the movie, Taylor's naive and idealistic perspective gives way to horror as he encounters the realities of war. Taylor discovers the brutality of war, the fine line between friendship and betrayal, and the dark forces within himself. Platoon is a visually stunning portrayal of the brutality of war, while also delving deep into the relationships between soldiers, the complexities of trust and betrayal, and the psychological effects of war. The film's characters represent the complex nature of war, while Stone's direction and screenplay draw the viewer directly into it. While Platoon depicts the tragic reality of war and the complexity of human nature, it also powerfully conveys an anti-war message. Oliver Stone's film, based on his Vietnam experiences, shows the true face of war, deeply affecting the viewer and reminding them how destructive war can be. Black Hawk Down, a true story of heroism. The 2001 film Black Hawk Down is an impressive war movie directed by Ridley Scott. Based on a true incident in Somalia, it tells the story of the extraordinary heroism and solidarity of U.S. soldiers during the 1993 conflict in Mogadishu. The film tells the story of the U.S. peacekeeping efforts in Somalia, as a routine operation unexpectedly turns into a disaster and the U.S. soldiers face an uphill battle. A close-knit group of soldiers make a heroic effort to save their helicopter and crew when it comes under enemy fire. Black Hawk Down strikingly visualizes the chaotic nature of war and the horrific reality of real-time combat, while also highlighting the bonds, solidarity, and sacrifice between soldiers. The depth and emotional richness of the characters draws the audience into the war, while Ridley Scott's direction and the visual effects create an impressive atmosphere. Black Hawk Down tells a powerful story based on a true event, while at the same time emphasizing the effects of war on humanity, courage, and resilience. The heroism displayed during the conflict in Somalia shows the audience the light of humanity, even in the most difficult moments of war. Dunkirk, humanity's struggle for salvation. Directed by Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk is an impressive war film about a dramatic episode of the Second World War. The film depicts the Dunkirk evacuation in 1940 and presents the struggle for survival and heroism of British and Allied soldiers in a visual feast. The Dunkirk evacuation was a retreat operation that began after Nazi Germany invaded France. Thousands of British and Allied soldiers are trapped on the beaches of Dunkirk, waiting for rescue from the sea. The film explores this desperate situation from 3 different angles: on land, at sea, and in the air. In Nolan's distinctive narrative style, the film moves back and forth in time, juxtaposing events from different time periods. This approach draws the viewer directly into the events and heightens the tension. At the same time, it gives the opportunity to explore the experiences and emotions of the characters in depth. Dunkirk dramatically visualizes the horror and hopelessness of war, while at the same time emphasizing human endurance, sacrifice, and the importance of working together. Nolan's direction, Hans Zimmer's impressive score, and the film's visual effects take the viewer on a journey through the war and bring to life the unforgettable story of the Dunkirk evacuation. Lone Survivor, a test of solitude and resilience. The 2013 film Lone Survivor is a moving war drama based on a true story. The film is about the tragic events of an American SEAL team serving in Afghanistan and emphasizes the power of human resilience and commitment. Based on Marcus Luttrell's autobiography of the same name, the film tells the true story of a SEAL team ambushed by Taliban militants during an operation. Only one survives: Marcus Luttrell. His struggle for survival keeps the audience holding their breath throughout the movie. The movie visually captures the harsh realities of war and the weight of difficult decisions made in the decisive moments. At the same time, it deeply examines the physical and emotional effects of war on human beings. Lone Survivor is not only a war movie, but also an epic portrait of human resilience and endurance. Marcus Luttrell's extraordinary story of survival reminds viewers how strong human beings can be, even in the most difficult moments of war. Peter Berg's direction and Mark Wahlberg's impressive performance bring this true story to the screen in an unforgettable way.